This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
DMK Chief Karunanidhi justifies building the new secretariat when he was Chief Minister, criticizes the government for scrapping the concrete housing scheme. Tamil Nadu awaits Andhra's response to its request for water. Chennai storage likely to last only till October. VVIPs from across the country converge in Chennai for the wedding of TVS MD Venu Srinivasan's daughter with Infosys co-founder Narayan Murthy's son. 15 kgs of gold seized by the customs officials at the Chennai airport. 4 passengers from Dubai had hidden the gold in their shoes. And contributions to the third edition of NDTV Toyota Greenathon crossed an all-time high of 11 crore rupees to light up 580 villages. Good evening, I'm Zoya Thomas and I'll be getting you all the top stories of the day right here on NDTV Hindu's Late Night News. But first, the national headlines. High drama overnight as the police evict Baba Ramdev from Delhi in a midnight swoop. The Delhi police deny lathi charge on protesters, say people were injured because Ramdev refused to leave and leapt into the crowd. It's an unfortunate turn of events, says Union Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee to NDTV. The president must intervene, BJP leader LK Advani says. She has been unresponsive to the issue of corruption all these months. And India reacts to these dramatic late-night developments. Ramdev supporters say they have been asked to stay on in Delhi. Now addressing the huge gathering, thousands of people from his hometown of Tiruvarur, the former Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi thanked the voters for his victory from the constituency that elected him as an MLA. But more importantly, the former Chief Minister of the state justified building the new secretariat when he was the Chief Minister, saying that it has nothing to do with politics. He in fact said that the new secretariat, also called the Omandur Estate, has been named after Omandur Ramaswamy, the first Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu after independence. Hence, it is nothing but a dedication to someone from the past.
வெள்ளைக்காரங்காலத்தில் கட்டப்பட்ட கட்டிடம் செயின்ட் ஜார்ஜ் கோட்டை. வெள்ளைக்காரன் கட்டிய கோட்டையில் எவ்வளவு நாளைக்கு சுதந்திர நாட்டினுடைய சட்டமன்றம் இருப்பது என்றெல்லாம் கேள்வி கேட்ட நண்பர்களுக்கு பதிலும் விளக்கம் அளிக்கிற வகையிலேதான் புதிய சட்டமன்றத்தை உருவாக்கினோம். இது ஜெயலலிதா அவர்களுக்கு போட்டியாக அல்ல, இப்படி ஒரு கட்டிடத்தை கட்ட வேண்டும் என்ற ஆசையாலும் அல்ல.
Now, the DMK patriarch also criticized the government for scrapping the concrete housing scheme and said that the poll defeat will help the party to develop the Dravidian ideology.
21 லட்சம் குடிசை வீடுகளை கான்கிரீட் வீடுகளாக மாற்ற திட்டம் போட்டு முதல் கட்டமாக 3 லட்சம் வீடுகள் கட்டப்படும் என்று அறிவித்து அவ்வாறே 3 லட்சம் வீடுகள் கட்டப்பட்டு இருக்கிற நிலைமையில் அந்த திட்டத்தையும் கைவிடுகிறோம் என்று சொன்னால் நியாயம்தானா என்பதை நீங்கள் எண்ணி பார்க்க.
Moving on, will the Andhra Pradesh government release water from the Kandaleru reservoir? Tamil Nadu is awaiting a response from them after Chief Minister Jayalalitha's request to Kiran Kumar Reddy to release water for meeting the drinking water requirements of Chennai. Now, just to remind our viewers, Chennai's water storage is likely to last only till October. In her letter to the Andhra government, the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister has requested the release of at least 10,000 cubic feet per second of water. Now, senior BJP leader LK Advani spoke to the media in Chennai this morning. He said that he did not expect the kind of action against supporters of Ramdev, which he witnessed live on television. He also added that Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh and Congress President Sonia Gandhi owe an apology to Ramdev and the nation. suggesting that the president hold an emergency parliament session to discuss corruption and scams that have recently come to the public view. The BJP leader insisted that the president should not remain as a passive observer. And in an exclusive interview to NDTV's Barkha Dutt, Advani says the government's mishandling of the Ramdev crisis proves his earlier allegation that Manmohan Singh is India's weakest prime minister. Take a look.
The police cracked down in the cover of the night in Delhi at the Ramlila Maidan, where Baba Ramdev was holding his protest rally, has now become a point of national debate. The BJP has already compared what happened last night to the emergency. They've in fact declared that they will be leading their own protest dharna today. Where is this headed? There is a clear now political implication to what has happened last night, with reverberations across the country. With us now is the BJP senior most leader, L.K. Advani. Advani ji, at your press conference, quite interestingly, I thought you've asked the president to intervene and convene an emergency session of the parliament. Why are you looking for the president's intervention?
Only because normally in a democracy, what is expected from the prime minister, this prime minister has not been doing at all. I have been of the view that in a democracy, the prime minister is the last word. In our constitution also, essentially, the president, he is not a nominal president. He is not just a figurehead or a, but at the same time, most of the executive functions are supposed to end at the desk of the prime minister. Certainly not the party president. And therefore it is that right from the beginning, I had always recalled that as a journalist, when I was in Rajasthan, I remember when Khrushchev and Bulganin came to Jaipur, all of us in the press, there was no TV at that time, all of us in the press were advised that the importance has to be given to Khrushchev, not to Bulganin. Because according to the Communist Party protocol, it is he who is important, not the state president. It surprised me. मैं तो बहुत छोटा था तब. And but when I found the same situation here in Delhi, I said now it's become a kind of a controlled democracy. How can you have this situation where he has to look to 10 Janapath always? And therefore it is that when I spoke about he being the weakest prime minister I have seen, I had no intention of commenting on his personal strength or weakness. I was referring to the situation. And I said, I think this is not right.
You made an interesting comment. You said the president should not be as should be more proactive than she has been so far.
Yes.
Do you believe that President Pratibha Patil has so far not been making the right interventions?
I have been meeting presidents since a long time. And every time that we went to him or her with any issue, they used to discuss it with us. In her case, she doesn't even say, all right, the memorandum you've given, I'll examine it and then see what can be done. What can be done by me.
So you find her unresponsive?
Unresponsive, totally. She always commits she is a mere formality, meets us and listens to us, takes our memorandum, says nothing.
Talk a little bit about what happened last night. The Congress has justified what happened by saying that this was not a yoga camp, this was not a yoga shivar, this was a political event. They say, some of their top leaders have come out and said this was an RSS VHP sponsored event. They point to the presence of leaders like Sadhvi Ritambra on the stage. They're saying this was politics, this was not a yoga shivar, and there was no permission for a political event.
At least I did not know that they are discussing the political, they are not discussing the political issues with him. And all that we knew was that their only attempt was somehow to make him abandon his fast. And so when they say that he had been given permission for a yoga shiver and he converted it into a political event by announcing a fast, I was taken by surprise. I heard them say this morning. And this is a decision taken by the government. The party has nothing to do with it. It's so absurd. Whom are they trying to fool? And then he goes on to abuse him left and right, that he has been deceiving one. And
what do you say on the RSS VHP links allegation that's been made?
I've already said that.
At your press conference?
I've said it at my press conference. And I said, when I speak about RSS, I speak about it with respect. I don't talk about RSS as if it is something that is communal and this and that. I don't subscribe to that. I think apne views hai. That way, these days on the TV, people have been talking about Babas and Swamis. Are you going to allow them in politics? Then I remember someone asking, what is your view about Swami Vivekananda? And the anchor was silent. So that this is no way. And therefore it is that I pointed out that if after my raising the issue of black money, I was ridiculed by the Congress. I remember the Prime Minister saying that what Advani has said about black money issue, I regard it as a politically motivated election stunt. One. And so far as the figures that he has suggested, that this is the amount which is there, it's irresponsible. Two words that he used, election stunt and irresponsible. This was the attitude towards me. And today suddenly, that is all right. We are willing to do it. But therefore, so the Baba supported me on that fully, that this is an important issue. And I also feel that if really all this money, earlier, whenever we thought about it, the Swiss response used to be that it's our banking laws. And if they permit this kind of secrecy, who are you to? It is only the problem in America which enabled Germany and America to bring pressure on these tax havens.
One last question. Where does the BJP now take this agitation from here? Because if you don't look at what happened last night and you look at what was happening through the week, at some point it looked like Baba Ramdev was in many rounds of talks with the government, that there could have even been a compromise formula. It suddenly collapsed, and then the rest, as they say, is history. Were you disappointed that Baba Ramdev was negotiating with the government? And where does the party go from here on this issue?
I can understand that in a situation of this kind, anyone who undertakes a movement or an agitation, he has to talk. Nothing wrong about that. But without getting anything to abandon the movement, it's a different matter.
Where is the BJP taking this protest?
So far as we are concerned, we'll continue to agitate in the people. And we will continue to agitate in Parliament. We will continue to agitate in all fora where our voice can be heard. These days, we have developed an organization called the Friends of the BJP. And that forum is also very active these days. There also, we will be active in this.
Thank you so much, Advani ji, for talking to us. LK Advani asking for the president's intervention, saying President Pratibha Patil must be more proactive than she has been so far. All this on a day when the BJP is comparing what happened at the Ramlila Maidan to the emergency years. Barkha Dutt for NDTV.
Up ahead, two of India's largest corporate houses, Infosys and TVS, enter into a relationship quite literally. Stay tuned.